I start every project by taping the backs and pinning with thumbtacks all four corners so that it can stay nice and level as I pour. And I mix a huge amount of that base coat. In this case, it's going to be white because you're going to cover your entire canvas with that base coat, as well as mix all the colors you're going to be using because you want them all to be that same runny consistency. You want it almost falling off the mixing stick runny. So I'm covering the entire canvas in that really thin white base that's just white, titanium white mixed with water. Then I'm starting my composition, adding some white back in there to get that negative space back. And I take my blow dryer on low and cool, and I start blowing the paint around the canvas, how I'm wanting it. No more than low and cool so I'm not drying out my paint. Here I'm adding some paint back in to really get the look I'd been going for, but I actually love how this ended up. I ended up scrunching some aluminum and just kind of brushing over certain parts, really getting that texture that I was going for. And here's all the paint that I collected from the bottom. It ended up being this beautiful gray blue. I always reuse my paint that drips below because why not? It always can turn into some gorgeous color. You can always mix in with it. This was my next one I did. I used the same four colors, but poured them in the center instead. Blew out to a diagonal, and chef's kiss. It turned out so gorgeous. This was actually the only one I used Floetrol for out of all of the compositions, but all four turned out so differently, even though I used the same 5 colors for all of them. And I actually just love how these last ones turned out. This one's my favorite. The copper just pops.